Careblazer, welcome. In today's video, I want to talk about how to increase the chances that your loved one with dementia will actually accept your help and help in those very personal, intimate care tasks like bathing, toileting, dressing, even help with finances. Those are areas many people with dementia struggle to accept help in because they've literally been doing it most of their life without having help. They're very personal areas of life. And for many people with dementia, they may not think they need the help. They may not even think they have dementia. So what can we do to help in these areas? In fact, take a look at this comment I recently received under one of my YouTube videos. When someone with dementia doesn't want to accept help with or won't do some of the basic personal hygiene tasks, it can feel like our only option is to force them. But have you actually ever tried to force your loved one with dementia to do anything? Or have you actually tried to force anybody, even without dementia, to do something? I remember once my husband and I trying to force my dad out of his house to come to my house, and it did not go well. And my dad is frail. He is skinny. He does not weigh very much at all. And my husband and I could barely get him to budge. It does so much more harm than good to force somebody to do something. And what I want you to realize is that when we try to force hard, we try to pressure the person with dementia to do the thing we want them to do, we end up causing more harm to the relationship, and we end up making it more difficult for them to ever want to do the thing. We actually end up hurting the chances that they will accept our help than actually getting them to do the thing that we want. How do we know that? Just take a look at your past, and any time you tried to force them to do something, how did that go? So if we want to increase our chances for success in getting them to accept your help with these things, we first have to slow down to speed up. I know for most of us, we just want to say one sentence or do one approach, and we want it to be like a light switch where we can get them to do the thing we want them to do right away. But it often doesn't work like that, especially if you have been kind of trying to force it and kind of pressuring them to do it. It's like it's making it that much more harder for them to change. So we're going to have to change our approach. And this thing I'm going to share with you today is what I'm talking about in the month of February with my Care Course members to really get them to have success and getting their loved ones to do those intimate tasks. And it's going to require some time, but that time is going toward improving your relationship and making it more likely they will want your help instead of doing what a lot of people are doing, which is trying to force the issue, making it so they'll never accept your help. When we usually think about personal care tasks, we come with it from a place of pressure because we realize how important it is. When somebody has not bathed in 4 months, you're like, oh my gosh, this has to happen. But please just take a deep breath and realize that pressure hasn't gotten them to do the thing. So let's just start on a blank slate, and we're going to talk about laying a foundation for success. In order to have the success, we're going to lay the foundation first. First of all, I want you to think of a frustrating caregiving recurring situation you're facing. For some of you, it's going to be bathing. For others, it's toileting. For some of you, it might be changing their clothes. Some of you managing the finances. It doesn't matter. Think about that thing you have been trying to help them with or trying to get them to do. And then ask yourself, what's the general feeling during those situations? Probably tension, frustration, stress, annoyance, all of those things that aren't going to help. So at the bare minimum, in order to increase your chance for success, what I'm teaching you is about to prep yourself for success. We just have to stop doing that. It's going to be a 24-day experience. During those 24 days, just stop any situation where you feel the pressure, the forcing, and it comes with lots of feelings of frustration, agitation, and stress. That's number one. Okay, so what we're doing in the month of February inside the Care Course, we're doing a 24-day challenge. And every day for 24 days, they are doing some sort of activity, approach, with their loved one with dementia that does not require a lot of time and does not require any extra money in order to prep for success, in order to start to build positive connections with one another. And I want to share some of those ideas with you so that you can do this alongside of us if you're not in the Care Course. The 24-day challenge, Prep for Success, is all about improving the relationship you have with them so that when it comes time for them to receive help with that personal care task, they will be more likely to accept the help from you because they don't have constant repeated situations of it not going well. And when you think about it, it doesn't really make much sense that you would go from a very stressful, tense situation to all of a sudden them accepting something. We're gonna have to lay that groundwork first. Here are a few of the ideas I'm sharing with my Care Course members, and I would really encourage you to come up with your own and go through this 24-day series with us. Let's start very simple to begin with. You could compliment your loved one, genuinely compliment them. Think about it. How often do you think your loved one receives a genuine compliment from you or from anybody else? It could literally be that you love the way they laugh, or you like their smile, or the color of the sweater they're wearing really brings out the blue in their eyes. Just a moment of like genuine compliment to your loved one. Day number 2, you can literally ask them about how they got to be so good at something. So for example, my dad, he plays the guitar. I could go to him and I can say, "Man, Dad, you are so good at playing the guitar. How did you get to be so good?" And then actually listen to what they have to say. You're showing a genuine interest in some sort of talent that they have. Day number 3, listen to something they're telling you with actual interest. I know that sounds simple, but really think about it. I had this aha moment myself. I was actually visiting my dad and sitting in the room, his little TV room. I'm like on my phone. I'm like kind of like, I'm not really engaged with him. And I kind of thought like, oh my gosh, if there was a video camera watching us right now, it would be very clear I wasn't really fully present in that moment. What would it be like at some point you just fully being present and hearing what your loved one said? Active listening skills, nodding, oh wow, well that's interesting, I see, without scrolling on the phone, without being distracted with what's on TV, without any of those things that we're normally doing. Here's another idea, it's one of my favorites. Ask for their advice on something. How often do you think your loved one with dementia is asked for their advice on something? People with dementia are people. They still want to feel like they can contribute, that they're worthy, that what they have to say matters. And so if you were to go to them and say, "Hey, I was thinking about calling Jenny. I haven't talked to her in a couple of months. I'm nervous. What do you think I should do?" And just hear what they have to say. You don't have to do it. You don't have to follow through on it, but you're just going to them with some sort of like asking for their advice. And you're not going to argue with them. You're not going to try to tell them, "Well, that I would never do that." It's just the whole purpose is building a connection and building positive moments of connection. So ask for your loved one's advice on something. So what I would encourage you to do is to, for the next 24 days, go through and do some sort of activity like I've just shared, where it's all about building connection and relationship with your loved one without trying to force them to do the thing you really want them to do. And then what happens is on day number 25, we get into the nitty-gritty and we go over, now how do we approach them? Now let's take a look at our nonverbals, our body language, setting the place up for success, doing all of those things. Most people jump straight to the action piece and trying to like, well, do I say it this way? Do I use these words? Am I smiling enough? They approach it all from there. But if the previous 6 months has been nothing but frustration and stress and tension around the very thing you want them to do, your chance of success is not very high. So by laying the groundwork, you increase the chance of success and helping them be more receptive to your care. When somebody does not like you or trust you or has lots of negative interactions with you, it makes sense that they're probably not going to want to accept your help with some of those personal care tasks. So this 24-day groundwork for success is a way to kind of jumpstart and build more of those positive interactions so they will be more likely to accept your help. If you're wondering whether this is an approach you should use or not, I would really ask you to think about some of the personal care tasks you're trying to help your loved one with now and ask if it feels like you are trying to force them or pressure them, and is that working? And if it's not working, I highly encourage you to do this. If it's already not working, you really have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose by 24 days of building a positive connection with your loved one. And if you notice, none of the examples I gave you required any extra time or any extra money. Literally would not take up any extra time during your day to do some of the things I just said. Are you up for the challenge? Are you willing to do this? Let me know if you are up for this in the comments below. If you're not, let me know what your hesitation and what's holding you back from trying something like this. Here's to no longer forcing the person with dementia to do anything, but yet getting them to a place where they are much more willing to accept the care that we give. Continuing to do the same thing that isn't working won't magically start working. In fact, it's actually going to make it less likely that it will ever work. And if you want some specific videos on how to increase bath time receptivity and help in the bathroom, then I'm including some links below this video where you can get some of those practical tips. But I would please do this foundation first. So after you watch this video, set your timer for 10 minutes, write down 24 ideas you have that you can do each day for the 24 days to help rebuild that connection. I look forward to hearing what this does for you. Careblazer, I'm sending you so much love as always. Keep up the great work. I will be back next week. Bye.
Also, Nico gets a belly rub for every person who subscribes from this video. So if you haven't already, click the red subscribe button. It's totally free, and Nico says thank you very much.